right, before we hand the reins of the radio station over to Rozak, we need to go back and touch on some of the things we learned today here on the Woody and Wilcox Show.
Yeah, what did we learn today?
We learned that we're all a little bit better off in the world because now there's a museum dedicated to Cup of Noodles. Where you can actually go through the same process that the noodles go through to be made into Cup of Noodles.
That's right. They spray warm water on you. It's not scalding hot, and then they lock you away in a styrofoam cup for 5 minutes.
Good times. Huh? Good times. We learned that if you've ever had a loved one pass away and thought to yourself, man, I wish I could flush him down the toilet. Hello, you're in luck, as the state of Florida now will turn your loved one into a small patch of green and brown goo, which can then be flushed into the sewage system. Florida. Is there anything they can't do? We learned that right now, if you're looking around on Craigslist and you haven't found the scrotum yet, it's apparently there for you. You can use it for whatever you'd like. Drag it behind you as a decoy scrotum, as we mentioned earlier, just in case another thing falls off of a building in uptown Charlotte. That way it won't crush your regular scrotum. It'll crush your fake scrotum that you got off of Craigslist. We learned that soon a satellite will be falling from the sky, and if you don't have your helmet yet, you better get on it. Matter of fact, the fake scrotum would be good for that as well, now that I think about it.
Yep.
We learned that apparently planes will ditch due to backgammon games. That's right, a plane that was flying cross-country had to stop in Missouri because the flight attendant had never seen a backgammon game before and thought it was some sort of explosive device.
Nice.
Don't ever try and get on a plane with backgammon or Hungry Hungry Hippos or Connect 4. And you watch your ass with Mr. Mouth, my friend. We learned that if you want to give your boss an unexpected gift and you get him a handmade bracelet with his name on it, you're going to confuse the hell out of everybody on this show.
Oh, my.
And you may get a date. We learned that you can call 911 for a lot of reasons. Whether you're calling a 911 to turn yourself in for driving drunk or to get a ride to the liquor store.
This is 911.
I need a ride.
You need a ride?
Yes, to the liquor store.
Or whether you're calling to get yourself some tacos at the Taco Bell.
You got to get DUI to get a taco. I get the munchies, and I walk a quarter mile from here. Are you gonna help me out, or I have to get arrested to get home? You know what I'm saying?
You shouldn't have to get a DUI to get a taco. I've said that for years. We learned that Diesel was great last night on Dancing with the Stars. Came in middle of the pack, but did a terrific cha-cha. You can see that on the Woody and Wilcox blog page at 1065.com. We learned that the roast of Charlie Sheen finally happened, and it was as horrible as we were afraid it would be, although there were a few bright moments. I say there were a few bright moments.
Charlie Sheen is to stand up what Larry Flint is to standing up.
Oh, yeah. You see, Creepy Jeffrey, that's funny because he's in a wheelchair.
That's right. And Mike Tyson was in attendance and tried to get back at Jeffrey Ross.
You know, I must say, I'm rather intrigued by your puffy, grotesque face, Jeff. Normally when I'm next to somebody whose face is grotesque as yours, they throw in the towel, man. You're a mess, man. During your performance, I wish I bit my own ears off,
That's funny.
And Charlie Sheen wasn't even bad at the end when he got back at all the roasters, including the mega talent known as John Lovitz.
Oh, hey, look. It's former funny man John Lovitz. Just last week, we were out on the golf course. We chatted, had a few laughs, then he got back on the mower and drove off.
If you were unlucky enough to miss the roast of Charlie Sheen last night, don't worry. Comedy Central will be running it on a continuous loop for 3 years, so I think you'll be all right. Anything else you missed, you can catch it on the blog page and the links and guest page. Rozak is on the radio next. Adios.
WEND Salisbury, Charlotte.